She had $1,100,000. She wired it all to a man she had never met in person. Her bank processed every transfer without a single flag. Her family had no idea it was happening. Law enforcement couldn't get the money back, and the only thing that finally told her the truth was a chatbot. Her name is Margaret Loke. She's a widow. She lives in the Bay Area. She spent 30 years working, saving, and building a retirement account meant to carry her through the rest of her life. By the time she understood what had happened, the account was gone, and the IRS was already sending notices for taxes owed on money she no longer had. Margaret Loke had done everything right. She worked, she saved, she planned. Her IRA was the foundation, decades of contributions, carefully protected, waiting for the day she'd need them. She and her husband had built it together. When he died, she was left with her grief and her savings. Both felt fragile. Grief does something specific to a person. It doesn't just leave you sad, it makes everything quieter. The calls that used to come, they stop. The seat at the dinner table, empty. The voice you expect to hear in the morning, gone. That quiet is what scammers look for. They're not after the financially reckless. They want the careful, the trusting, and the lonely. Margaret Loke was all three. In 2024, they found her. His name was Ed. She met him online. He said he was a widower. He said he had children. He said he worked in finance. They talked on the phone, regularly, warmly, patiently. He asked about her life. He remembered what she told him. Over months, something that felt like a real relationship developed. Then, mid-conversation, Ed mentioned investing. He said he used a private cryptocurrency platform, not widely available, something he'd used for years himself. He showed her screenshots of his own account, returns that looked extraordinary. She was cautious at first. He told her to take her time. He didn't push. She told herself she was being careful. She thought about it for weeks, and then she wired $120,000 from her IRA. The platform responded exactly as Ed had described. Her balance growing, returns accruing. Numbers she could see, track, and screenshot herself. She told herself she was watching it closely. She told herself she'd stop if anything felt wrong. Nothing felt wrong, because nothing on that platform was real. Every number was generated by the people who built it. The profits didn't exist. The account was a stage set. The whole interface had one purpose: get her to send more, $490,000. That was the second wire, from the same IRA account, $610,000 total, in 2 transfers, to accounts with no physical address, no legal name behind them, and no way to trace. But the scam wasn't finished. The platform kept showing returns. Ed kept calling. The encouragement kept coming. She kept sending. By the time it stopped, Margaret Loke had transferred $1,100,000, every dollar of her retirement savings. The account she and her husband had built together, emptied. But the damage didn't stop there. When you withdraw from an IRA all at once, the IRS treats the full amount as income for that calendar year. Margaret Loke had withdrawn over $1 million in a single tax year. She now owed a tax bill. On money that was already gone, her kitchen became a paper graveyard. Bank statements, wire confirmations, account documents, the physical remains of a financial life 30 years in the making. She was left with almost nothing to live on. At some point, Margaret Loke described the investment to ChatGPT. She explained how the platform worked, the returns, the withdrawal rules, Ed's instructions. ChatGPT told her it was a scam, not her bank, which had processed every wire without flagging a single one. Not law enforcement, not a family member who didn't know what was happening. A chatbot caught the pattern everyone else had missed. By then, the money had already moved. Overseas, into layered accounts designed to be untraceable. Law enforcement was notified. Recovery of any meaningful amount was considered unlikely. This type of scam has a name: pig butchering. The name describes the strategy exactly. Fatten the pig, then slaughter it. Scammers spend weeks, sometimes months, building emotional trust before money ever comes up. By the time an investment is mentioned, the victim trusts the person completely. The platform looks real. The profits look real. The relationship feels real. None of it is, and by the time most victims figure it out, if they figure it out at all, the money is already gone. Margaret Loke lost her retirement to a man named Ed, who never existed. The account she and her husband built together, 30 years of work, was gone in 3-wire transfers. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Every story on this channel is real and sourced. Until next time.